As you can see the layout, you would be laughing. Right now I have it on a Reese's box of cereal, the camera, because my girl has a tripod. But I'm excited for today. June 1st, 2025 is 6:33 p.m. I do have to work in half an hour, but today's an exciting day because today I'm breaking a fast, almost 3 days. I went 68 hours, just water, black coffee, tea, hibiscus tea, green tea, black tea, or gray tea. No sugar though, no creamer. I use stevia sometimes in my coffee. If it's a cheap coffee, like I have in the cabinet. So I do supplement sometimes, but we're gonna make this simple. Don't worry about any of that. Today, I just want to talk to you about what I experienced in the fast and the results of the fast, because they're both just as important, right? If I didn't experience those obstacles and overcome them, I wouldn't have made it this far in the fast. I wouldn't have the results that I have today. So you can see, right? I'm not skinny. I do lift. I do work out, right? But you know, I have a belly, and I'm not squeezing anything. I'm not sucking it in at all. I promise you, right? I have a belly. And it doesn't look as bad because I have clothes on, but trust me, when I don't have clothes on, I see, the meat hanging off. And we got to fix that. That's not how God intended me to be, or you, to be honest. Unless you're pregnant, then maybe. But we got to take care of ourselves and be around for a long time for our family. So, anyway, I don't know how loud I'm talking. This is going to be the tester of me talking at a normal volume with these headphones on, and we'll be able to see whether or not that's loud enough for you, or if I have to project more, right? I don't know if the phone's picking it up, I'm not sure, but we'll work on that on the next episode. Let's get into my starting weight, 274 on Thursday, 274.6 today, Sunday, 60 something hours later. 268.6. So I lost 4 + 2, 6 pounds. My body fat also dropped from 37.9 to 37.4. Now, those 6 pounds were not all fat. I know that. You lose water, right? And glycogen. So anyone trying to correct me on that, just know I already understand that. But also, those 60 something hours of fasting puts me in a calorie deficit. So fat is being lost there. I make sure I work out, I make sure that I run and I lift heavy in order to preserve muscle. Okay. And that's what I'm going to continue to do and monitor my strength, monitor my mass. I know the scale I have, the body fat scale I have is not 100% accurate. It's a home scale. I got it 8 years ago. So the body fat is not going to be accurate, but the trends are. Right? At least I can see a downward trend and know that I'm losing body fat as opposed to so much muscle. All right. So that's what I did. 65 hours fasted, lost 6 pounds. All right. So what I did during the fast, I ran because I'm training for a 5K. So I ran a recovery run, which is a very light pace run, zone two cardio, basically. I ran that for 25 minutes on one day. On the other day, I did a speed run. So my heart rate definitely got up to zone four for intervals. It was 4 minute intervals, 4 minute intervals at my 5K pace, which right now is looking like it's 11 minutes and 10 seconds, which is way better than I expected. I do attribute the keto energy I have to allow me to push through that, and it worked out in my favor because usually my 5K paces is 13 minutes. So 11 minutes is a big improvement, and I feel good running, right? So that's the best part. Um, Electrolytes is something that you should consider if you're doing this. I know that I have a bag there I take when I'm feeling down, energy wise, right? I didn't take them this fast, surprisingly, but I felt it, right? After my run, after my lift, I felt lightheaded, I felt dizzy. So I definitely know that's because I was dehydrated, not just from water, because I'm drinking water, but the electrolytes help your body retain that water. Otherwise, you're just pissing it out the whole day. So I should have done that. That is a mistake. Luckily, the reaction wasn't that bad, and I'm alive, right? So stay on top of electrolytes. Keep an eye on your energy level. If it's the first day that might be your glycogen crashing if you just had a big meal. But 2 days in, almost 3 days in, if you have this sudden dip out of nowhere and attention span, lightheadedness, energy, you might be a little dehydrated. So if you haven't had electrolytes, drank enough water, and you feel that way, handle that first before you decide to end the fast over just not taking care of yourself. You can easily drink water and keep it pushing, like I did. Um, I want to talk about the key lessons from this fast as well. So we talked about the results, we talked about the supplementation and what I did during the fast to get me through it. I want to talk about something I learned because the first day was very difficult. I was scrolling on my phone, looking at Five Guys, looking at tacos, looking at pizza. I was fucking fighting it, fighting the good fight, because I was about to DoorDash Five Guys, but I didn't. But it took effort. It took mental capacity. It did. It wasn't easy. I was on my phone. I had to talk to myself. I had to journal, just to not eat fucking Five Guys. Because I figure, oh, you fasted 24 hours, right? That's long enough. You could eat and then do lose weight tomorrow, which might have been true. But I need to practice discipline with food. So pushing through that was very um satisfying, I guess, So that dopamine hit, I know that's the science part of it, but seriously, when you're enjoying all that food, it's like a win, right? You made money, you can afford it, you can enjoy these delicious foods that you know are not healthy for you, but they taste so good. So that feeling, that rush, that euphoric rush, I felt as well after I made it through and I was not craving anything anymore. After I realized an hour later, I'm busy, I'm studying, I'm working, and I have no cravings. I was like, oh shit, good job. Just do that again, do it again. But that was the hardest time, 24 hours. Yesterday, 44 hours, 48 hours. Um, I had tea and coffee. I had two coffees, tea, and it was all I needed. I wasn't hungry. And I made it through today, and I'm good. My girl's cooking. I'm gonna eat a keto meal also. I want to talk about how I'm gonna lead the fast to prepare for the next one. And yeah, so when you get those cravings, fight those cravings. They're just there for about half an hour, maybe an hour tops, but they will not be around too long. Fight those cravings. I looked at food that probably didn't help. I'll try to resist that temptation next time, but you can fight through those first wave of cravings, and then the rest of the way might be easy. Seriously. Um, and the goals, right? So refeed. My girl's cooking keto meal today. I'm making sure I'm getting all my protein, 180 to 200 grams of protein. I need. That's when I feel the strongest and when I perform the best in the gym. And I'm still trying to retain as much muscle as possible. So my girl's gonna cook for me. God bless her. 180 to 200 grams of protein, high fat, low carb meal. That's how I'm gonna break my fast tonight because today's an off day. I want to recover and I don't want to get out of ketosis knowing that I'm not going to run, I'm not going to exercise tonight, right? I'm going to recover. So I don't want to put all those carbs in me, retain so much water, feel bloated, and just lose momentum that I have. Tomorrow, I'm going to run. Tomorrow, I'm going to lift. Tomorrow, I'm not going to fast. I'm going to have carbs, healthy eating to fuel my workouts so that I can maybe build some muscle, but most importantly, maintain the muscle I have. And then I'll do OMAD, which is just one meal a day. I'm gonna do that on my days off when I go back to work since I'm so busy. I think that's the perfect time for me to fast longer. So this time I went almost 4 days. Next time I'm gonna try to do the whole 4 days. Not try to do, I'm gonna do the whole 4 days, and I can come to you with those results, right? Of how 90 plus hours of fasting did in my body. I'm gonna post this on YouTube too. This was the easiest thing to do, just to record and get moving because my girl is cooking. I want to go eat. So please like, please comment, please subscribe. I do want to give a shout out to this gentleman named Jerome, I think his name is. He's on Finally Fasting. I want to give him a shout out because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be doing this. He does it, he says, to hold himself accountable. And I truly believe it because I know when I tell my friends, my family, my loved ones what I'm doing, it's internal drive to continue to do it, to show them the results, to let them know that I am still doing it. And I think your family wants to know what's going on in your life, right? And it helps them too. Like my aunt has been on a diet as well. She's lost like 20 pounds. My uncle. He's losing like 30 something pounds. And we update each other. We just send pictures of the scale and we motivate and push each other. The thing is working. My girl, she's training for 5K too. We got to see how hard she's pushing it, but she's gonna turn it around, I'm sure, by the time we get there. So I will see you guys probably next week, right, for the fast two results. And if anyone has any questions about this fast, just comment it, right? Comment it, and I will respond to all of them. I doubt it's gonna be a lot, so I can respond to all of them for now. And yeah, I do want to read this just one page from here, a book that my lovely girlfriend got me because we all need some God in our life, right? Whether you got it, whether you don't got it, we need some type of purpose. And in here, there is a passage that goes by a prayer to walk in purpose, right? So let's read this out loud. But whatever you're going through, hey God, please guide my heart in this journey of life. I know you created me for a purpose, and I don't want to chase the acceptance of people at the expense of missing you. I want what you have for me. If it is not from you, I don't want it. Help me to use my gifts to build the dream that you have placed in my heart. Please introduce me to me and help me to find the purpose of each season of my life. I know the plans that you have for me are good, but I also know they will require every part of me. And because of that, I lean my life into your hands. You be God, and I will be obedient, and I will meet you at the places that we talk about. In Jesus' name, amen. Talk to God. He'll talk back.